Is this on? Yeah, I think this is on. All right, good morning. This is my, the other day I saw something cool at, where's the camera here? The other day I saw something cool at one of my delivery spots. It was a, dear Lord, what was it called? Messenger card, I think? Where you could actually, so you have to buy a birthday card, right? Or a card of some sort. That's Bob in the background. You know, I got to get my weekend started right with some Bob Marley. And you scan the card. It has one of those weird-looking scanner deals. One time I was driving my truck down the road, and out inside of an apartment complex, they had this huge sign. And it was just one of those huge barcodes. So literally, you could be driving down the road, hold your phone up, and scan it as you're driving by. Which, that makes sense, you know, if they want to get people in there. So, it was called a messenger card, I think. I'll have to get the name of it. But, you can actually upload something like I'm doing right now onto the card. Which, to me, it's kind of like redundant. It's like, you either give a card, or you do one of these deals. And then you post it on YouTube and embarrass your friends. So that gave me the idea to do this. I keep looking at myself because I really literally do not know where I'm supposed to look. I think I may have found it, or is that oh well. So I'll be looking down for most of the video, I guess. So I wanted to do a card for both of my besties, best friends, for quite some time now. I will leave their names out just to protect their dire need of privacy, because both of them are Cancer signs. I'm a Pisces, so I could care less. My stuff's already out there, and I'm kind of afraid to even Google myself. But one's a man, one's a female. They're born a year and 2 days apart. You guys know who you are. And for the sake of this little video clip, I will refer to you as Nautica. Not naughty.co, whatever. Nautica. Like, you know, out in the ocean, whatever. Nautica. Kind of a blend of both of your names. So, anyways, I'm over here sitting across from my work at a McDonald's, complete with a McGriddle, which I know one half of Nautica cannot eat because it upsets her digestive system. The other, and you know what? I think the other half of Nautica doesn't like this stuff either. But and then of course I have my iced caramel coffee. Oh, check out the Minions! Yeah. That just came out the other day. I had to make the tough decision on whether to wait around in the McDonald's. Well, what happened? This is me. I'll mess around on social media. I'll order food, and trying to bring it home, and I'll eat my food, and then by the time I bring the food home, it's usually cold. So, go figure, I end up going to McDonald's twice. So you wonder why I'm broke. And then I'm at this other McDonald's. I actually decided to go in because it's one of those ones that has 2 lines and you merge, and those are just nothing but a headache. I end up yelling at the lady or whoever in the drive-thru when they don't take my car next, and then 2 cars from the other line go ahead of me, and I'm just like, wait a minute. It needs to be tit for tat. 1 car, then 1 car. You know what I'm saying? So I went inside. Big mistake. They were even slower on the inside. However, I did catch a sign that said a Minion will be here in person at 11 or whatever time it was. And I had like 20 more minutes after I had ordered my food for breakfast. And literally, I actually thought about, hey, how cool would it be to see a Minion in person? I mean, I've never even seen Despicable Me. And I've never seen a Minion movie, but that would have been cool. That's something I would have done. and the photo would have lived in infamy. So I'm sitting here. Long story shorter, I wanted to honor my friends for their birthday. I was going to do a roast, but seeing that they're my best friends, and I really only have 2 of them, I didn't want to lose one or the other, or both even, because it is kind of nice to say you have best friends. One of them haven't seen for 24 years, but hey, it's water under the bridge, right? The other one, well, you have a family, I have dogs, so I get it, and you're a very successful entrepreneur in the many fields that you've dabbled with. So, that's kind of my roast, that's a light, mild roast. If you want something stronger, I'm sure there's plenty of cool stuff on YouTube. But I wanted to just kind of focus more on what makes me such a unique friend. Literally, like, I don't know of any other friend that would put themselves out there and embarrass themselves on YouTube, but you're looking at them. I want to say thank you for meeting both of you about a couple months apart in 1991. I was a senior in high school that year. He was too, and she was a junior, I would imagine. Met her at Magic Mountain, met him at Ralph's Supermarket. Turns out he and I both like the same football team, the Chiefs. Enjoy beach volleyball. I don't know how this came up, but we both realized that purple was our favorite color. So, I don't know, go figure. Purple Rain, I don't know. But royalty probably, right? And then with her, it was my turn to ride solo in a group of 5 dudes. Her turn, well, I don't even know if she had a turn or whatever, but she was in a group of 3. I noticed her in line, made eye contact, went back and forth. Finally got the courage up enough to ask her, hey, you want to go on the ride with me? And we were in line for Revolution at Magic Mountain. And back when that was like the cool ride, now there's like 1,000 rides over there. We went on the ride, got off, hey, thanks a lot, cool. And then went our separate ways. And I'm like, dude, what is your problem? Like, she's pretty. What? You're with a bunch of guys and you're, let's mingle. Come on, meet some people. So I told the guys, I said, hey, man, I regret, letting her get away. So I said, if I meet her again in the park, I'm going to ditch you guys and hang out with her and her friend. She was with a girl and she was with another guy. So I didn't know what that whole situation was, but it looked like they needed an extra guy, and here I am, right? So, as fate would have it, I ran into her around the carnival area where you're throwing your money away, and I yelled out her name, and she heard it, turned around, and I spent the rest of the day with her. Went up to Hollywood later in the week. First time I had ever left the suburbs. Drove all the way out there, and then her being from New York showed me around Hollywood, which was a hop, skip, and a jump from where I lived in Orange County. So that was a great experience. We became pen pals for about 2 years. And then a month or 2 later, I met Nate, Dog, and we were starting college. We were going to Irvine Valley, and lots of good times watching the Chiefs football, playing beach volleyball, actually playing, not just watching volleyball. I played the right side, he was on the left, and I was defense. I would be the digger, he'd be the spiker. He needed to get that wrist action going a little better to make the ball go down instead of out to the back of the back of the court. But hey, I couldn't even jump out the sand, so I was just happy to have some guy about my size or maybe a little taller at the net actually doing that duty of offense. So I was the one diving in the sand and making miraculous plays whenever I could. So we had a good time. Nothing came of it. Unfortunately, nothing came of a pen pal relationship with her, but we kept in contact for as long as we could, and then life took its turns and twists, and she ended up finding someone, I found someone, and he found someone, so we all found someone, so that's good. And but it wasn't until last week that I actually got to see her again in person, so that was quite a treat. Thank you and your husband for that. I appreciate that, and or letting me know that you were 2 hours away so that I could make that happen. And then as far as my homeboy, you know, everything that you see me do on social media, even doing this, you know, I'm typically a pretty shy person until I get to know someone. But that just all went out the window. Once I started working on my website, my sports website for the Chiefs, kcchiefsbeat.com, he was the one that helped me get that started. And I'm very grateful for that, because as I started tinkering around with that, I got into different sorts of avenues. Twitter, I finally embraced that. Got on Instagram, Tango apps. That's why I'm doing videos now, is that I discovered, hey, you know, it's not so bad. I see everybody else posting stuff and vlogging and what have you, so you know, as long as I don't have a big ass zit on my face, yeah. And if I have something interesting to say too, then that helps. So I thank him for that. You know, he helped me kind of develop those skills that I had. He always knew I was a decent writer, and pretty witty and sarcastic and what have you, which I'm getting there. I'm boring the heck out of most people, but this is pretty much just for them, so deal with it. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of show you around, you know, what makes me such a zany, quirky friend. Here in my car, in my Jeep, like I said, Bob Marley on the radio. You know, sometimes I'm kind of scatterbrained. I'll leave keys. In fact, I don't even know where I put them, but I actually took my work key home, or brought it with me, so I have to actually, when I'm done here, go across the street and drop that back off. But so anyways, I just want to kind of show you a couple things. I basically live in my car. It came out that I might have a mild case of hoarding. I'll let you be the judge, but you know, so sometimes I wonder, you know, like what time it is or whatever, you know, so I have a little clock over here that kind of keeps me, letting me know at least the year that we're in right now. Over there's a clock. I think that's accurate. Pretty sure my car battery hasn't died anytime soon. The team that we love, the Chiefs. This right here, I had showed a picture of to her, and she actually liked it. And that's basically something I actually bought for myself from Target, symbolizing that God is my anchor. So there's like a cross, and it's actually an anchor. But yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of the guy that will buy certain things for himself just on a whim. Got the Lakers lanyard there. They're off season right now. You got my college team, the Huskies. Now, literally, the Huskies predate the Chiefs' love. That started in 1990. I met these two in 91, but I became a Husky fan back in 82. So some people wonder why I post stuff about Washington. Like, did I live there? No, like the story behind that is that my dad was an educator, teacher for quite some time, and one of his ex-students was in the Rose Bowl playing for the Huskies. I think he was a kicker or a punter or something, and went out to see a practice. My dad and brother are huge SC fans, the Trojans. So, I'm not going to be a fan of them. They already have two fans. So I saw this team, And I liked the color purple. They were wearing purple and gold, and they had a cool W on their helmet. But what really sold me was the husky itself, their mascot. I remember walking by the parking lot, and this dog started barking, and I'm like, "What? Oh my gosh! Like, there's a dog in that car!" And it turned out it was a Siberian husky, which that's their mascot. And I was like, "Wow, how cool is that?" You know, like, oh, okay, I like this team. And then it helped that they kicked Purdue or Michigan's butt in the Rose Bowl of '81 or '82 or whatever it was. So that's how that all got started. One of my trademarks that I'm known for is my crooked smile. I guess it's crooked. I don't know. I don't see it, but maybe that looks. Yeah, that's a little bit closer, I guess. Oh, look, there's my keys, my truck keys. So oh, okay. Let's check. Well, now I'm thinking of it. My sandwich is getting cold. But let's see if I won anything with this minion deal. It's always more fun in concept than it is actually watching this. But that's me ripping off the minion thing and completely ripping it off the wrong way. So I'll have to get back to you on that, whether I won anything or not. If it's anything like the other one, it says more than likely. I mean, who wins this stuff anyways? This says enter sweepstakes online, enter such and such code. Yeah, right, like I have time for that. I had some just random things in my car here. I found this actually in a restroom on one of my routes at a Circle K back when we delivered there. And it's kind of like a choker necklace, doesn't look too good on me, but maybe she would like it. Made of actual coffee beans. I don't know if you can actually see that, but yeah, pretty cool. And then I got a minion today with, normally I get the toys and the Happy Meals, but since it was breakfast, I just asked for the toy and they charged me. This one here, he is a Jurassic minion. I gotta turn down Bob here so you can hear this. Check this out. He actually has about the same amount of hair on his head that I do. So this is Jurassic Minion. Say hi. Check this. Yum yum. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh yeah, you can shut up now. Okay. So then I was going through my car looking for random props and so forth. I just